Hey everyone, the Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett. Now, when he picks a stock, people pay attention. Still, it's important to remember he doesn't get them all right. No investor does. And so, while his stock picks gain a lot of attention, people like to follow, remember, it's not a guarantee that this stock is going to be successful. That being said, in this video, I'm going to highlight one Warren Buffett stock that's down 86% that you could buy now and hold forever. So let's get right into it. Now, this company's revenue over the trailing 12 months has been growing nicely ever since bottoming in late 2020, reaching 29.93 billion. Now, this is a media company, and so it's experiencing a transition as people change the way they consume media, right? It's going to the streaming consumption model, which has its pros and cons for investors. One of the pros about switching over to the streaming consumption model is that overall content consumption is going to increase and has increased, right? Because people have more opportunities to watch content. When you can stream your content on your phone, you can watch it when you're taking the bus home, when you're on the train, when you're in the back seat of a car, whatever it might be, you can watch this content more often in more places. It's more available, it's more convenient. The downside is that switching over from the previous business model where people were watching their content in their homes through a cable connection or a satellite connection, switching that over to the satellite has not been smooth. I'm sorry, switching it over to streaming hasn't been smooth, right? There's been ups and downs. It's been choppy. How much do we price it? How do we do it? Do we put all of our stuff there? And so there's been a lot of question marks, and that's going to remain the case for at least another year, maybe even more. But once that equilibrium settles in, then these companies can start to benefit a great deal. And you could see this in the operating profit margin of this company, right? It was consistently generating operating profit margins above 16%. And then really came the big investments in the streaming transition, and you've seen its operating profit margin start to decline, right? Because you're moving over assets to the new service. The previous service was stable, didn't require investments, it didn't require as much promotional activity to let customers know that you have this available. You've had the pricing models set in place after years and years of research and analysis as to the customer demand, pricing elasticity. All of that you have to do all over again now in the streaming format. And so it's going to be messy, it's going to be choppy, and it's understandable that the stock price is down as a result of this transition. But in my opinion, it's down too much. It's overshot to the downside, and I think it's an opportunity for investors to buy this stock now, and you can hold it forever. This company's got assets that they can continue making great content and monetizing this content over several decades, right? They've got the formula. They know how to make great movies, great shows, and then monetize that over the long term. Another reason why I think you can buy this stock now is because of the cheapest valuation in the last 2 to 2.5 years, right? It's trading at a forward price to earnings of just 10.43 as a result of this big decrease in the stock price. So what is this company? Paramount Global, ticker symbol PARA, right? The transition has not been easy, but thankfully the streaming industry is finding itself. It's realizing that it can't spend as much and sacrifice profit margins. So across the board, competitors are increasing prices, decreasing content budget, and so the industry is stabilizing. It's finding that nice equilibrium profit margin or industry profit levels that they can all settle in at, right? So for that reason, I think this is one Warren Buffett stock you could buy now at this depressed valuation and hold on to it for the long term. Okay, but that's all I've got for this video. Thank you for watching. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.